Well, hello again. So in this week's video, let's dive into the deep end of spirituality matters. I'm sure you've heard of IQ and EQ. They are abbreviations for intellectual and emotional intelligence, respectively. They are not the only intelligence we need to function well in life. We also need creative intelligence, physical intelligence, sense intelligence, experiential intelligence, and. For example, and intuitive intelligence. All of these are supported by our spiritual intelligence, which is an integrative intelligence. So it integrates all these intelligences and nourishes them. It is an encompassing intelligence that hints at our origins, our nature, and our reality. In 2019, I wrote a series of 11 articles on different aspects of spiritual intelligence. Since then, my understanding has grown and deepened, but I've just revisited them and they might be very useful for you, and you can find them at www.whatwecan.com. So whatwecan.com, and it was in 2019. I think you can do a search and find it if you're interested, that is. But today I want to focus on spiritual intelligence based on the four Mahavakyas, the four eternal truths, the four wisdom from the four Vedas. But actually, before we do that, let's again hold the Hakini Mudra as discussed in episode 2 of Spirituality Matters. So let's bring those tips of the fingers together, creating that lovely dome. Let's gather ourselves, center ourselves in the light of our beings, the love of our hearts, in the godness that you are. You can rest this mudra in your lap or near your heart. I'm just going to hold it here so you can see that I'm holding it. But rest it wherever it's comfortable. It doesn't matter which way around you rest it, whichever's comfortable in your lap. Just taking a moment to gather ourselves before I talk about these four truths in the shortest, sweetest, most succinct form. So the word Veda originates from the Sanskrit root vid. That signifies wisdom or jnana. And Veda encompasses the timeless wisdom of the Creator and creation. Da is to give. The Vedas are gifts of eternal, divine, timeless wisdom that are not limited to time and space. They are. These compilations contain the wisdom of the essential self, Atmajnana, as well as descriptions of the supreme absolute self, Brahmajnana. So the first one, the first Mahavakya that I'm going to mention is Tat Tvam Asi. This is from the Samaveda. That I am, the realization that divine consciousness permeates creation and is within me. Prajnanam Brahma. This is from the Rig Veda, and it refers to constant integrated awareness. That is, unified consciousness is present in all things, all places, at all times. Everything is consciousness. So an experience I had when I was 5 years old that embedded this truth within me well before I came across the Vedas. And some of you watching this may remember similar experiences in your life. And that was, I was sitting with my father. I looked out of the window and it was evening time. It was nighttime. And I could see, the moonlight was dappled over the leaves, over the bushes outside, and over the, that magical moonlight. And then suddenly everything became light. The leaves disappeared, the trees disappeared, the window disappeared, the mattress I was sitting on disappeared, the outside disappeared, and all I saw was light, was this network of light, this web of light, this connectivity of light. So I knew that everything is light, but I was 5 years old and I did not have the language to describe it, but it stayed with me. And as I grew and later on I understood, this is Prajnanam Brahma. This is this understanding that everything is consciousness, everything is light, everything is connected to this divinity. The third Mahavakya is Ayam Atma Brahma. And this is from the Atharva Veda. It states that the same constant integrated awareness, that is unified consciousness, is present in you, in me, in everything. Divine consciousness exists within you. You exist because of that. Eddie and I, Eddie is my love, my beloved, and my husband for many years. Had several experiences to corroborate this wisdom, but I'm going to keep this short. So I want to move to the fourth Mahavakya, which is Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. This comes from the Yajurveda, and it establishes the ultimate realization that I am that Brahman. I am that eternal absolute consciousness. So in the final year of Eddie's sojourn on this earth, this is what we meditated on together. The one light returning to itself beyond light. I did say we would dive into the deep end today with these 4 Mahavakyas that I would say underlie or the foundational wisdom of spiritual intelligence. Tattvam Asi, that I am. Prajnanam Brahma. Tattvam Asi, that I am. Prajnanam Brahma. Everything is consciousness. I am Atma Brahma. That consciousness exists within me. Aham Brahmasmi. I am that. The one and same. Once again, thank you for joining me on these little excursions of spirituality matters. And let us close this with that prayer. May all the beings in all the worlds experience peace, contentment, and freedom from fear. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Be blessed, be happy, be well. And thank you again. Bye.